And this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Pats on Sunday Night Primetime.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And one more time. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On first down, Mahomes.
Playoff Patriots on your ass.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a playmaker position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. On first and 10, it's Algier. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski as we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mariota to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they have exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. First down, Mariota. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robert Woods from 10 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Patriots.
And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now the drive they started with good field position is facing 4th down.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. And this will be caught at the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Cleveland offense making their way out. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Got his man, it's Norton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Now Mariota. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, second and 5. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Mariota. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Johnson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to get it down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Pats have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Mariota now to throw on first down. He finds McKinnon complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Mariota. He's got his man, Thornton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mariota. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Mariota. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing, Mariota. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. A big gainer in his sights, but he did not let it in.
There's been schemes going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 57 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mariota. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Handoff, it's McKinnon. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and inches, Mariota, a dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jerick McKinnon.
Playoff Patriots on your ass.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's the spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you in the spots you don't want to be, is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Algier headed right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Algier will try to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Mariota on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Holding offense.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Still second down.
Second down, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw is Mariota. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mariota now. And his throw is incomplete. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Throwing is Mariota. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Hubbard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They run it with McKinnon. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I'm not surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they are using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Free kick out of bounds.
Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.